So hello again. Hello again. One of those moments when you're like, oh, I should have recorded that, but I didn't. But as I was saying to the ladies, because I know that there's a lot of ladies that life is crazy right now. Schedules are hectic. I know that we just had family come in from Florida. Now they're gone. And then there's the next round of family. And it's just like a crazy never ending circle of parties and events that all seem to happen in this month. So things are kind of crazy. But as I was saying, we don't want to, it's very easy to fully disconnect from business and to like put it on the back burner. And like, so that's going to be something I deal with in 2017. That's going to be my goal. But we want to set ourselves up so that we are, come 2017, we are not at this stagnant, stationary place. We are in motion. And then we can build off that motion. So first of all, let's just start with some of your goals, because I really like to get a feel for, what are some things that you are focused on for 2017? What are some things that you've identified that you're like, hey, I need to put energy here? And there's no right or wrong answers, but just here, I'll do the Brady Bunch. We'll Sophia, are you okay to talk right now? I know you're look like you're hiding in the dark.
Yeah, my kids are taking a nap, so this is my free time.
Oh, nap time. Okay.
You gotta put them to sleep.
Okay, well, let's not wake them up because she's trying to get her her cutting done. So yeah, let's just throw it out there. What are some goals? I know that Angel has been thinking about this already. So what are some goals that you have, Angel?
Oh, one of the top goals for 2017 is my product launch and be on TED Talk stage. My 3-minute video is in the works, and I was planning on sending that to the trainer end of this month, but it's not gonna happen because I was behind with that. So I'll make sure it's sent by first week of January. So those are the top two. And another one is launching my event for women. I'm focusing locally for now about self-love and body image. I have interest about that, and women keeps on telling me I should do an event so that I can help more women about it instead of just sharing it individually or just a few people at a time. So those are the top two.
Nice. I love that. It's very specific. So there's specific things that you want to achieve that you can say, hey, I did that. I threw that event. I made that happen. It's tangible. You can see it, and it's specific. So it's not just, I want to be a speaker, but I want to facilitate. I want to promote this event. And locally, you're in Ottawa, right? So we could we could be like halfway. We could do this somewhere halfway.
We can do Toronto, yeah.
For sure. I am totally game for that. I have another contact, Catherine, who does a lot of marketing with women's events in Toronto, and she keeps hounding for us to put something on. So I think
the other one I forgot to mention is the women's retreat, of course.
Yeah, seriously, and I'm feeling it even more now because I'm like I need a thaw, and it's really getting cold here. And also with this baby coming, I'm like, this could be like my last chance, like for serious for quite a couple years at least to like be fully detached. Because right now Hendrix and B, they can be left alone with their dad. They're good that way, but brand new babies, not so much. So that's definitely a priority as well. Awesome. Okay, so I love the specifics. Any other, Christy, you want to go next? Because your hair looks so awesome today.
Yeah. Well, I had to announce to everybody I had conditioner in it this morning.
Oh, it's a good day then. It's a good day.
Yes. So the product launch is definitely big thing on my plate. And then the other thing is just developing a veteran community within the entrepreneur environment industry. So with the online industry. So I have another gentleman that is kind of like heading that up, and it's very, 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 very new, like only like 3-4 people. But yeah, there's a big push that we feel like we almost in a sense can be preventive with a lot of personal problems with transitioning military people if they did get into this environment, but there's just like really nobody giving guidance in that respect. So a lot of things that we do in the military is very similar to the stuff that I've been learning, and it's just kind of like, duh, that's just like a perfect match. So that's kind of like where I'm at goal wise. Oh, and then my personal goal is to get back into bodybuilding.
Yeah, I was seeing some of the fitness stuff that you were sharing too, and like, I think it's definitely, I guess it's been put on the back burner just a little bit. Is like this goal body or whatever that I want to get to. But yeah, I think that in fitness and stuff, us being accountable to each other with that. I know that there's some other ladies that have some fitness goals and some ladies that are running some, challenges and 90-day challenges and stuff like that. So just supporting and encouraging each other. I mean, we don't have to be doing the same program, or we don't have to be taking the same supplements or whatever, but just we're on this journey together. So the ladies that do have fitness goals, we want to plug you guys in with each other. And it's crazy because there's like some statistics that over 50% of people make New Year's resolutions. But the amount of people that actually follow through on these New Year's resolutions, it's like we've put this negative, I know that for me, I was thinking about this today, New Year's resolutions, and we put this negative connection to it now that it's just like I've sucked so bad for so long on New Year's resolutions that what's the point? Like we get to that point, like I'm just going to disappoint myself again, or I'm just going to gain all the weight back again, or lo and behold, get pregnant. Like we just put these connections in our mind that suddenly we're resisting New Year's resolutions, and it becomes like I don't like that. I don't do New Year's resolutions because they never work. But really, it's not the New Year's resolutions that aren't working. It's us. We haven't done the work to actually make these New Year's resolutions stick, or to follow through with them, or make them actually important enough for us to do them. So that's kind of the goal, is to really bring attention to them. Hello, Denise. Welcome. Is to bring attention to them and really focus our energy on the fact that, it is not just a goal that we are putting out there. We're putting it out there to this whole community. When you're saying it out loud, when you're speaking it, now we are all in anticipation of your product, ladies. We want to see what you're creating. We want to see the progress, and that's kind of the power of community. So let's keep going down. What are some of your 2007 goals? Lisa B in the house. Hello. Testing. There you are. Oh, maybe you're not. Okay, no microphone. No microphone. Got some strange wrestling. Weird. Like I'm feeling movement, but nothing's moving. Okay, we're gonna come back to Lisa B. Let's go over to, okay, we're not gonna wake the babies. Let's go over to Erin. Hey Erin, what's going on, girl? So I'm sure that this is something that you've been working on as well, and thinking about and putting out there into the universe. So what are some of your goals for 2017?
I've been dreading doing this. Because I didn't hit a lot of my 2016 goals. So I spent a good portion of the time just kicking myself in the ass because of that. But I've got a product, a course that I've got to finish up and launch. And I'm hoping, to get that done, 1st of January, to have that launch like second week. That's one of my biggest goals. I've got some pretty lofty income goals as far as running the business part of it. So I'm hoping to hit 500,000 this year. We'll see because I'm going to be doing new courses and stuff like that and seeing how that works.
Awesome. Who can relate to some of the disappointment in ourselves, the guilt, man, I'm supposed to be better than that. I'm not supposed to be a procrastinator. I'm supposed to be a coach. I'm supposed to be a speaker. I'm supposed to be a trainer. I'm supposed to train women on how to overcome this kind of stuff. And, here I just got in my own way. And a lot of the times we do, right? A lot of the times we're looking back and we, again, create that negativity of, even the idea of moving forward and, I will not repeat that. There's still a negative connection there of you are wanting to avoid that negative rather than what you want to achieve, rather than putting it into positive terms. So, totally. I think I saw like hands go crazy when I said, can anybody relate to that? But I think we all definitely can. So let's go over to Denise. Denise. So some of your goals, girl, and I know you got big goals for 2017.
Yes. Some of my goals is to keep on putting myself out there. It's one of the things that I've been pushing out a lot, and just kind of showing my breakthroughs. And one of the main things is I just don't want to point out my highlights of everything that I've been able to accomplish this year, but I want to point out the struggles that I still go through. And that's one of them, and just kind of brand myself out more and connect with women more and try to help them. And then also not to, how could I say this? How enjoy the moment. That's one of my hardest parts. A lot of cool things have been going on this year, the end of this year, and I never really enjoy it because I'm always thinking of what I haven't done. So that's definitely one of them, and just keep on trying to inspire other women, and just stay positive and try not to let any negative things come my life.
I like it. And that idea of consistently putting yourself out there, that's something that I think all of us can kind of relate to in some way, is falling off the face of the planet, retreating from your online presence and your online brand, and kind of hiding a little bit. So we let our fears, or we let our shame, or we let the fact that we didn't do what we wanted to do, or all the things that we should do, all these things sort of block in front of us from putting ourselves out there, from putting our breakthroughs. Instead of dealing with it, breaking through it, and sharing that, we let it stop us. So, I definitely commend you on that goal, because to keep it up, to keep going, to not let a fear stop you, to not let something get in your way, to not revert back to old patterns, old habits. That is a year-long goal for sure, a daily goal. So let's keep.
Can I jump in? You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right, you guys. Totally thank you for putting up with my crappy Wi-Fi connection and my silly tech shit. It's like, I feel like I'm on another planet from everybody, especially now that everyone's starting to snow. And all I'm seeing is everybody freaked out about weather. And I'm like, it's getting nicer and nicer here because it's just coming into when it's the rainy season stopping and we're finally getting sunny skies. And I'm like, my brain is so upside down lately. And my goal is simplification and balance. It always is balance, but right now, I hope you can hear me because you're a little frozen, is coming down here was such a huge thing. And I feel like we've simplified, keeping everything going in that direction. And I feel like my business was feeling muddled. And I'm looking for so much clarity in the same vein as like the life is going. So I feel like, and I was actually messaged Layla about it, that I've been connecting more locally, and that's been one of my goals. And here's a goal, is to really tap into my community. I didn't do that in the business way that I could have in San Francisco. I really, really I did a lot of fairs, but I didn't go to meetups, and go and really put myself out there, like Denise is saying, as much as I could locally. And I really feel like, as far as being offline and online, like I want to get that balance, and I'm just not feeling the balance, like of bringing the biz and life together. And that's the Pura Vida concept for my project, and building this Pura Vida brand, and really diving into Instagram right now. And I'm about to embark on a course by a gal. It's short Instagram, power punching, make money, get your brand totally dialed in. And that's my goal, is to really dial in Instagram, which I love. The visual stuff is so coming together right now with marketing and really the photography video thing. You guys, I got a drone, okay? So get ready for super fun stuff. Got a drone. That's my big thing.
Yeah,
New Year, Lisa, 2017 is learn how to use the drone.
Yeah, you cannot. Now I'm we traveled the world for so long without a drone. What the heck? What are you really thinking? And
Toby inspired me too. I was like, Toby,
Yeah, they're super fun. I like the focus, and I think that it's really important, especially because Instagram is huge and it's only growing with live video, with all of these enhancements, and it's just people are going to be on it almost as much as Facebook. So
I feel this really big shift happening, and I'm learning more and more about it, and I'm seeing Facebook, and I'm seeing Instagram and Twitter. I really do love Twitter a lot, and I keep getting tons of more followers. Every day I'm like, how am I getting all these Twitter followers? I'm not even doing anything. And so Denise is saying, that feel good thing, when people are actually noticing you and noticing what you're doing, and then you can put a little more in. Just keep pushing. So I'm just all pushing through, just keep on going, Yeah.
I love that. And I also really connect and resonate with the whole local thing. As you know, I have been an introvert my whole life, and not one to go up to people at, a meeting or something and introduce myself. That just wasn't ever me. And so I think a lot of times I really do gravitate towards sort of online friendships and connections, because I can control them. I can, they're at my, my decision if I want to check, if I want to message, if I want to be in a chat, if I don't want to be in a chat. But when you're face to face with someone, when you're real life buddies, and I think that was something that I realized in 2016, that I was like, you know what, I need more people around me, because sometimes we close ourselves off in this online world of discovering our passions, and it gets so it does get really addicting, because it's fulfilling, and meeting and connecting with people. It's like, oh my gosh, I have needed this in my life for so long.
It's interesting too, because you shift, for me, I've shifted places, right? I've done this huge shift and culture shift. Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm forced into this very, very, I'm out there. I love it. I love speaking Spanish. I love meeting new people. I've got my new friend Kathy's living here. We met on the border run, and say hi, Kathy. Hi, ladies. Kathy's and my new sisters, you guys. And it's and Kathy even is such a great catalyst, because she's an awesome businesswoman. I'm going to bring her into this whole world. And I know that I've already connected with gallery owner. I already know a solar guy down here that wants my help on stuff. And I know I can offer all this eco social media stuff to people, and that they have no idea. And I'm like, you can make a business on your phone. And people down here don't have, fancy laptops and stuff. They have smartphones. And that's how they get, everything done. And I love that whole mentality. I feel like I can really teach people how to get that lifestyle right on their phone. Like I was telling a girl, like, you can make money on Instagram. She's like, no way. I'm like, way.
No way. No way. Yeah, for sure. I think that the whole smartphone is the way to go. It is the way of the future. I'll always love my MacBook Pro, but yeah, okay, so I just thought this was interesting. The top 10 resolutions are to lose weight and get fit, quit smoking, learn something new, get healthier in your diet, get out of debt, save money, spend more time with family, travel more, be less stressed, volunteer more, and drink less. Now, I've never been like a big drinker, but I know that these, like, when I'm looking at those top 10 resolutions, for me, I start to see some of our core values and some of the reasons why people actually don't follow through with these resolutions is because they think that that's all it's about. They think that, losing weight is just about a number or, a scale, or getting out of debt is just about paying off a credit card. But really, when you can create these new associations, and that's really what this, our New Year, New You workshop is about creating these associations to your goals so that you are pretty much guaranteed to succeed in them. You will not give up on yourself. You will not let yourself slide. You will remember in every moment and keep in that present moment what's important to you. So let's keep going. I want to hear everybody's goals. Who wants to share them? Joe, did you want to share yours?
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
So first of all, I want to shout out to Christy for, I haven't been showing up sometimes. And so, but she always keeps me in the loop and holds the space for me. So thank you for that. So next year, I am so excited for next year, I can hardly stand myself because I'm ending this year so much better than the whole year has been. And I think, wow, if I would have done this the whole year, I'd be somewhere different, but wasn't meant to be. I've been going through a lot of inner growth, a lot of inner things, and I have created a business that I am so excited about. I'm in a network marketing business that I love, but I haven't been passionate about it for a while. Even though I know, I believe in what the products and whatnot, but I think what's going to happen is now that I've created this business, it's going to spill over into all the other areas of my life, and I will be passionate about that again. So I have a lot of support. I've been asking for help. I'm not one to ask for help. I'm used to doing everything on my own and figuring out my own shit, and I'm realizing that, you know what, that doesn't always work out so good. So I've been reaching out to my community, and I've had tons of support, and I may even be on a reality show for entrepreneurs, and all the signs, I've been following the flow, and all the signs are there. And even last night, I met a guy at a thrift store, the cashier, who wants to interview me, and I'm so excited. I just want to burst out of my skin. It's, that that quote that says, when it's more uncomfortable to stay where you're at than the fear of letting go. So my goal is, one of the things that I'm working on is I have some fear and I have some insecurities. And what's coming to me is that if I don't let go of that fear and believe in myself, then I will never have the freedom that I want, and I will never be where I want to be. So my goal is to let go of that fear, whatever it is, success, failure, not good enough, I don't know what it is, but it has served me in the past. It has probably protected me when I was younger, but it no longer serves me. And so I've been doing a lot of release things, letting everything go, people, things, beliefs that no longer serve me, just letting them go with love, because they have served me at some point and they have been a huge part of me. So so I'm excited for next year, and I'm just thankful for all of you. So
Oh, well, we are so proud of you. First of all, yes, like serious hearts and applause, because that is it. First is like penetrating, the energy that is coming from you. It's penetrating me. It's like I I know that this path is meant to be for you. So we're really excited about that. But the one thing I really wanted to highlight on Joe is this, like you started off, you were talking about not showing up or not being here. And we were actually talking about this on our leadership council meeting, about this community is here, is always here. And it is not, there is no judgment. There is no, oh, you didn't show up for your accountability group, or you were too busy to come to a talking circle, or, you missed the last assignment. That is not the purpose of this group. The purpose is to be there when you need it most, to give you the tools and resources when you need them, but also to just have a place where you can come, where you can show up after, I don't care, 2 years of not saying anything in the Women's Connection or the Super Women's Connection, and you can show up and you are loved just like the day that you left. And you are, it's as if you didn't, because it's not about coming or going or leaving or, being there or not there. It's about you being part of this community, and it's kind of like an always kind of thing. No matter what. So let's see. We didn't get Sophia. Do you want to share, Sophia? I know. Okay. Are you good? Are you passing?
I just got to step outside real quick.
Okay. It's nap time at her school, so we don't want to.
Sorry about that. I can't wake the kids because they're not so happy when they're awakened. To be honest, ladies, my time is just, I don't have it. And another reason why I stepped outside too, because I don't want the owner to hear me talking. This job is sucking the life out of me. I really have to find something, a home-based business where I can spend more time with my family. It's like I'm here every day, sometimes 11, 12 hours a day. By the time I get home, I'm mentally and physically drained, wherein I really don't even have time to really do what I need to do for myself and for my family. And 2017, I'm looking for a big change. I'm looking to invest in something that I could just work from home and give it my all and pretty much focus on that. I know there's a purpose and timing for everything. And don't get me wrong, I love kids. I really do. But this is really not where I plan to be for years to come. It's just, I don't feel like I'm growing. I don't feel that, I feel like I need to be doing something else worthwhile. And that's my goal for next year, is to find that thing or that business or that product that I am just so passionate about that I don't mind losing the sleep over. I don't mind dedicating myself to it, but right now my time is so limited that I really don't have time to do anything, and that's not me. I just need to buckle down, get the time. This one school is closed. We'll be closed for a little bit. I plan to just dig deep and find out what it is, because I will have the time to do that while I'm on break from school. And I just need to do something. And right now I feel like I'm being sucked dry, and it's heartbreaking for me. My husband see that I really want to do it, but my time is just not there. So I'm excited for my one-on-one with Layla whenever she's ready. I'm ready, because I need to kick myself and just just move forward. I really do. And I appreciate this women's connection because I'm falling behind with that. And that's just not me. I'm used to being on top of things. And right now my focus is not in the right place. And I need to reposition myself. So that's my goal for next year.
Sounds like the timing couldn't be better for, you to really set this up so that next year, retiring or walking away from that job and filling that time, taking back your time. For me, hearing and knowing that so many people I love, people in my family, they don't own their time, and they don't have time leveraged for them, and they're literally just giving their life away for, I don't know, a paycheck or some security, when, I know there's a better way. I know there's a way to, whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever it is that you love, to package that, to promote that, to market that, to leverage that, using systems, using technology, because it's happening all around us. It's the digital age is upon us, and this is your time to really make a mark and to set your mark. So definitely on the one-on-one. I was just thinking about you the other day, how I'm like, oh, I haven't seen her on camera, and I really missed your videos, and so I was like, I gotta get on the horn with her to light that fire under her butt, to keep sharing your message, even though we feel like we don't own our time and we don't have the time. Think about how taking that 5 minutes to go live, to share an impactful story, to share a story and inspire someone to move past their fear too, to take charge of their life too, to learn something from your experience. That, how valuable was that when you were doing it consistently? So is it worth the extra time that it takes? What is the value there? So I feel like a lot of us, I think we can hear overlapping goals. Maybe hear some overlapping goals and, kind of hear your own voice being echoed. Yeah, totally. So I just wanted to talk about today some reasons why you fail. And, looking back at your last year, I know a lot of us have goals that we didn't hit, and you're going to talk a little bit more about that in your accountability groups, but just thinking about why you fail. And I'm going to give you some suggestions, but I just kind of wanted to hear from you guys, what, in your own personal experience, why do you think that you didn't hit some of your goals? Anybody
Hey, Layla, can I chime in?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my camera. I probably need to restart my computer, but then I didn't want to interrupt. So, but hi, everybody.
There you are. I'm like, who's talking?
It's the voice of Mel.
We can hear you.
Yay. At least you can hear me. So you just asked the question, why do I think we fail? There's probably multiple reasons for that. But I think one of the biggest reasons is probably because we get comfortable. We don't prioritize our goals. We don't set time every day to focus on what's important and what's the actions that are going to make the difference to get us from where we are to where we want to be. And we just get caught up in the day-to-day and the actions that got us to where we are now, but not the actions that are actually going to get us to where we actually want to be, which are usually different actions, right? So, and I think a lot of it has to do with comfort and not just, and because we get so stuck in that, and that's just part of human nature, is just, what we're familiar with. But if we keep our eyes on the prize, and just at least with our daily rituals are very crucial for that. And to every day, just, set our intentions for the day and be mindful about what we're doing and why we're doing it, and prioritizing the right actions that are actually going to make a difference in getting us to where we want to be.
But 100%. Yeah, totally. And that
But geez, that was it right there.
The OG's back in the house. Yeah, I love it. And, I think that is honestly, it seems really simple. Like, okay, I just do the actions that are in line with my goal. Yeah, okay, I just make those decisions. But if you just depend on yourself to do that, if you just depend on your old self, your old routines, your old wired, programmed self to do that alone, it's not so easy, right?
No, exactly.
So we have to change the state. We have to change the conditioning. We have to create that open space so that we can not only identify those actions, but follow through, but reprogram them, but repeat them consistently, daily, in and out, for sure. How about anybody else? Any other reasons why you feel like we fail or we didn't hit our goals?
You know what? I was going to just jump in and say, like, but is a reason and an excuse are so, there's such like this fine line. And that's what I was thinking about, because I was like, oh, because distractions. I'm always distracted from my goal. And like Melanie said, not making like a clear cut, like check your shit off today. If you don't do that and you don't literally see the progress, how do you know you made progress? And it's like, there's this kicking ourselves for not progressing. And I think if we consciously don't see it, it's not there. So it's this distraction for me too. The excuses like, it's too hot in here. Oh, it just keeps going all day long. It doesn't even matter what it is. It's kids, it's everything. So even if you're able to isolate yourself in a room for 6 hours with no distractions, do you think you would not be distracted? You would be distracted, So it's like this mindset game you play with yourself of deciding to feel productive, on top of your shit, or overwhelmed and not getting anything done. And I don't think it's almost like a literal thing. It's like a mindset. You have to just decide that the goal, it's okay, and it's like, okay, you did one big task today. Feel good about that. Now live your life. So it's very, I think, also when you're just doing a home-based business, and if you're totally running the home and being a home mom and the home business, there's a real struggle for balancing it all. And feeling guilty about not putting your baby down, and feeling guilty about not showing up for dinner at 6 o'clock because you want to be on that freaking webinar. And, and there's so much struggle. Like, that's what I mean. There's constant distraction and struggle. And I think if you set yourself up to beat yourself up about it, you're going to get that frozen feeling of, I can't move, I can't do anything else because it's all shit and I can't move. And that's like, and we've all been there too. So like, just with the sisterhood we have of helping each other forge on, I think that's the line. No excuses, just, make baby steps, And
yeah, I think that's like, for me, one of the biggest reasons people fail is because they go it alone, and you take this on alone. So with that issue solved, you're not alone. I don't even think we won't leave you alone forever. We'll never leave you alone, and we will never stop bugging you and knocking at your door, even when you turn the do not disturb sign on. So yeah, that's like, we feel the sisterhood of having that support, having that connection, having that accountability, like you were talking about, a daily check-in. Like, maybe it's not with your accountability group or whatever, but you have an accountability partner. You have someone that you, on a daily basis, you make that connection with, even if it's yourself, in your journal, in your gratitude journal, measuring, like you said, we have these huge expectations, but when we achieve something towards our goal, taking the time to celebrate that and saying, hey, one step closer. I am not going to condemn myself for the other things I didn't do, but I'm going to feel proud. I'm going to feel accomplished. And that's going to encourage me to do more, right? That's going to encourage me to want that feeling more, to celebrate myself more rather than beating ourselves up. So for sure. How how about anybody else? Any other reasons why we fail?
I think I have one. I feel like it's more internal, like doubting. I always doubt myself and
Belief, yeah.
struggle with, like, I'll have my moments of really feeling confident and I'll go at it and I love it. And then sometimes I'm just like complete doubt and I'm just like backed out. And it's something I'm consistently struggling with. Like, it's like a battle inside me. So I think it's one of my biggest things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like not believing in yourself or having even those moments, even though it's like you're like, well, I'm not always insecure, or I'm not always unsure of myself, and I've achieved a lot and I've done a lot and I've made a lot of progress. We still have those moments of, I'm not good enough. I'm like, why the heck? What, like, I can't do this and I'm going to fail and all of these crazy things that we're like, how can I say this to myself? But we do it. And having those moments, allowing them to exist, I think is really important, because it gives me, for myself, it gives me that perspective of being able to identify it, be aware of it when it happens, and change the direction of the thought process, what meaning I'm giving to that, celebrating what I've accomplished, feeling proud of the traits and values and the skill that I have and the contribution that I make to the world and all these things. So that again comes back to this idea of congratulating yourself. So when we look at goals, the problem with goals, and Erin kind of touched on that when she was talking about, being a little bit stuck on some of the goals that we didn't hit, is that we kind of treat it like black and white. It's like we hit it or we didn't. And we either failed or we succeeded. And it's black or white. There is no gray area. So I really want to dig up that gray area. And in the workshop, we're going to do this more, but really dig up that gray area of, what did you have to do to get where you are? What was the process? What did you achieve? What steps did you make? And digging into that and celebrating it and congratulating ourselves on the process. So yeah, obviously, one of the big things that I want to suggest to anybody making New Year's resolutions or setting goals is to focus on, one, be as targeted as you can, as specific as you can. When you want to be the ultimate healthy, totally balanced and successful and eating only organic food, and it's too much. And this is why we get, like Lisa said, we get stuck mode. So really focusing on one aspect. And if it is, one thing in your business, one area in your business, whether it's Instagram or Facebook Live or better on camera or building an email list, if you're on the internet, build an email list. Sorry, that was just a little Tourette's I had there for a second. The people that aren't building an email list. But yes, so these are specific goals that you can put out there that you can achieve, but not taking on too much. So I'd like to think of like a business goal, a personal goal, a health goal, and break it down like that. You're going to go through some of that stuff in your accountability groups as well. And one thing that we're like, January 1st, everything's going to change. But it's not just like a instantaneous process. It has to be a year-long process. So I think one of the reasons people fail is they don't set up benchmarks. They don't set up any sort of check-ins on progress or where you're at or how you can improve or what you've done well or what, all of these, we forget all about that, and these are crucial elements to hitting those goals, to being consistent, to making those daily decisions, like Lisa said, those daily decisions to take action, to move towards your goal, to take the action that you need rather than, getting stuck. So I think for the accountability group, for the work, you guys are doing your prep workshop, so going into your accountability groups and just diving into some of your goals a little bit more. Some of the goals, what I really want you to focus on is the goals that you didn't hit, because whether we talked about them a lot today, they're there and they are lingering in the shadows, ready to sabotage you and ready to come out and rear their teeth and latch on to you so that they can keep going into 2017. And that is what we want to eliminate, is all of that and release all of that. So you're going to be doing more work on that in your accountability groups, but I really want you to find the balance, find the the process that you need to take, and don't try and fit yourself, or I guess what I'm trying to say is I had some feedback from some women who were saying, I feel like I've got too much going on, and the women's connection, I'm failing them. I heard that a couple times from some different women. I'm failing them. I'm failing the women because, you're dealing with your own stuff, or you're whatever, you're dealing with yourself. You're working on yourself. You're going into, for me, I call it like a closed door mode, like I need to do work inside, so I need to close the doors, and that's okay. I give myself the space to do that without judgment. So I give you the space to do that as well. So I don't want to hear, any feelings of guilt or shame because you didn't complete your video challenge, or because, you missed your accountability group meeting, or, you're overwhelmed and you don't have time. This is not meant to be a pressure on you. This is meant to make yourself.
Okay, I'm just emotional because you're just letting me release all of that pressure right now, Layla, that I've been feeling.
Let it go, because really this is meant to be a place that, like I said, you can be yourself. You can screw up. You can have moments of weakness. You can have moments of self-doubt and mean girls and whatever, and you can always come back. So the whole purpose of the Women's Connection is to make you operate at a better level. So I never want it to be a feeling of, like you're failing us or you're letting us down. And I know that I struggle with it the same, right? So I wanted to make sure that was stressed to everyone. But yeah, let it out, Lisa. It's all right. I love you guys. I really do. Okay. So yeah, I want to leave you with one assignment. And the assignment is, if you're watching this, register for Elite so that we can go through these 4 weeks together, these 4 sessions. It's going to be, I would like to aim for around no more than like 30 women, because I want the chance for us to really form those deep connections that will last forever, that we will take with us in every areas of our life, no matter what paths we go down. So yeah, that's really your assignment. Other than that, get with your accountability groups, get ready, get your prep class done for the New Year, New You workshop, where we're going to dive deep into these New Year's resolutions. We're going to carve the path for you for 2017 so that you can follow it. We got your back. We got your back, girl, no matter what. All right, so before we go, of course, we have to do the infamous screenshot. So I think we're all feeling the love right now. So let me see if I can screenshot and do the love. Wait, let me get rid of that chat. Goodbye, chat. Okay. Can I do it? How am I going to do this? I don't know. I don't know if I can. No, I'm just going to do it like this.
This means I love you in sign language.
Okay, I'll do that. This one?
Yep.
Yay, I love you. I love that one. Okay, awesome. Okay, ladies, have a fabulous weekend. Get ready to release all of that negativity, and I hope.
Love you, ladies.
I hope you feel better. All right.
Love you guys.
Love y'all.